Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So today what we're doing is we are switching platforms. We are no longer going to use EasyBib. We're going to switch to Noodle Tools because it is much more user-friendly. There are no ads. So I'm going to leave this screen up. This presentation is also in Google Classroom. If you want to open Google Classroom, you will find this presentation with this slide, so you don't have to type in the username and password if you want. But you're going to go to www.noodletools.com. You're going to click Login. You're going to click register. You have to fill in the subscription information, which you can see there. And if you're looking at this slide through Google Classroom, that will make it a little easier. You're going to create an account. You need to make sure you use your school login information as your username and then your Google password, and then have Google save your password. So I'm going to pause, give you a chance to look at this, to get everything set up, and to make sure we are answering your questions. So once you get logged into Noodle Tools, you can see I've already created my project. So we're going to create those same 4 projects: Practice Bibliography, History Day Primary, History Day Secondary, and History Day Images. Let me show you when you create a new project, we'll call this History Day Practice 2, because I'm creating it again. You need to make sure you click MLA, and you need to make sure you click Junior. Okay, then you hit submit. So I will have an extra project here, but that's okay. All right. So it takes me to the dashboard. We're not going to worry about dashboard, note cards, and paper so much. We're going to go back to projects. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on Practice Bibliography. Again, it automatically takes me to that dashboard, but I'm really focusing on sources. When I click sources, I actually already completed this, so I could practice before I showed you. But now I'm going to show you. So I'm going to click Create New Citation. Now we see the top options right here, but you can also click Other. And there are 2 other options here. So this is a website, and you can see that it gives you some more variations of a website, but we know that this is just a website, a web page. So then Noodle Tool loads, and the order is a little different than EasyBib, but we can see first we need the MLA. So this website, again, is in Google Classroom. I'm going to go Control-C, Control-V. Date of publication, we remember we scroll down, and that was 2009. Most recent date of access is today. Now, we have looked at that website, and we determined that there's not really a specific author. As you remember, when we look at the website, when we're trying to figure out the title is typically, remember that 2009 was down here. The title is typically what is above the text, and we decided it was Theodore Roosevelt. So we'll type in the name, the article title is Theodore Roosevelt. The name of the website, I'm just going to make one modification to this. I'm going to make sure I add PBS, the National Parks, America's Best Idea. PBS. I know that there are 2 colons in there, but we're just going to leave that in there for now. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we decided that the National Parks Film Project, actually we're going to get rid of, now they give me a little, we're going to leave the capitalized. Now, Noodle Tools does not like the. It's saying the shouldn't be there, but we're going to leave the because it is listed down on the bottom of the website. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click Save and Add Annotation. Now, in Google Classroom and in your notes, we've given you a template for how you can create an annotation. Okay, I've shared these with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control copy this, and you are welcome to do this when you're working in Noodle Tools. And then I would refer to my notes to help me write this summary. Now, it's interesting because Noodle Tools has been putting this in bold. You want to take that bold off. So you would refer to your notes to get the summary. So this source, and I would modify, really helped me understand why Theodore Roosevelt enjoyed the outdoors. I learned how he created 5 national parks. Now, that is a 2-sentence annotation. We're going to click Save and Close. Okay, so you can see the first one that I did not take that bold off, so you can see how it's bold. So now we're going to click this. Okay, so that Noodle Tools knows, and we're going to click Options. Oh, excuse me. We're going to go up to Print Export. We're going to print export to Google Docs. So you have to log into your source. Your Google identity. So there it is. I have 2 because it looks like it automatically put that other one. I'm going to delete that because I just want 1. And then we'll teach you a little bit how to play around with the formatting. Everything needs to be lined up, and this needs to be single spaced. So it should look like this. We'll talk to you more about exactly the formatting for the spacing and the lines of that. But this is just kind of a lot of steps. This is our first round. Let's work on this together.